Good afternoon, everyone. This is Carl F. Rose recording from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Saturday, November 17th, 2022. And this is my weekly prediction for week 15. And I just did a podcast on my podcast channel going over the Lions and Jets, my thoughts on that. So be sure to head over to Carl's Corner Podcast and check out the podcast. I'll say a little more on this, but let's just get into this real quick here. First game I have is there was a Thursday night game, and I forget what game it was. I forget what great game it was, but I don't know which game it is, so whatever. I will give you the I usually do the Thursday night game, but I didn't check off if I got that one right or not. Anyway, Miami at Buffalo, and I have this one. I have Miami pulling an upset um, over the Bills on this one, um, and that's possible. Miami's playing pretty good. Then I have New England at the Raiders, and I have New England winning that one. Then I have Baltimore at Cleveland. Since it's in Cleveland, I have Cleveland winning that game. And then we have Cincinnati at Tampa Bay. Um, I have Tampa Bay as winning that game, but somehow I'm just not impressed with how they're playing. Um, Cincinnati will probably end up with a win. Then we have Pittsburgh and Carolina. Um, I have Pittsburgh winning, but somehow um, Carolina's playing pretty good, so they've got a lot more to play for than Pittsburgh. But I'm hoping that Pittsburgh will win on that one because that'll help the Lions. Then we got Kansas City and Houston. That could be ugly. That could be a blowout. I've got Kansas City. Then we've got Minnesota and Indy. And this one, again, this one could be a blowout. I've got Minnesota, and Indianapolis is just not that good. Um, I think Minnesota's got a point to make, and they're going to probably rub it in on Indianapolis. Then I have Dallas at Jacksonville. I have Dallas winning, and it's probably going to be a closer game than most people think because Jacksonville is not that bad of a team, but Dallas is going to come out on that one. Then I have Tennessee at the LA Chargers. I have Tennessee bouncing back and um, probably doing a number on the Chargers, even though the Chargers are a somewhat good team. But I think Tennessee's just gonna they're just gonna have their way with the Chargers. Then we got Arizona and Denver. This one can go either way. It's kind of the toilet bowl game of the week, but I've got Arizona winning. Then we've got New York Giants and Washington. Um, Whatever happens in this game, as long as it's not another tie, um, that'll help the Lions. Um, so I've got the Giants winning, um, and actually that's kind of what I would prefer, just because I don't like Washington. I like the Giants, but not enough to put them over Detroit as far as playoffs. But I do like the Giants, and I just can't stand Washington. So I hope it goes that way. Then I have the Eagles at Chicago, and yeah, the Eagles should roll right over Chicago. Then I got Green Bay at the Rams, L.A. Rams. It's another toilet bowl. Um, I think the Rams are. I have it. I have the Rams upsetting Green Bay. So and this and actually I kind of want that to happen. I just don't like Green Bay at all. Then we have New Orleans at Atlanta, or Atlanta at New Orleans. I mean, and I have New Orleans uh, winning that one. Then I have oh, that was right. San Francisco and Seattle. That was the Thursday night game. Oh, good. I picked Seattle, and I was wrong. Okay. I knew my memory would come back. San Francisco helped the Lions by beating Seattle, so I had picked Seattle to win, but no, they lost, and San Francisco did a number on them, so that's good. Now, finally, Detroit and the New York Jets. Now, I explained a lot more in the podcast, um, but let me just say that this all four games for the Lions, these last four games are important. It's like they you know they win all four. They win out. They're in the playoffs. They drop a game, and this is a game that that's probably out of the last four. Them and the Carolina game um, are the two games that they could possibly drop, um, and they're both on the road. So, um, but this is going to be a good. It's going to be a good preview for them. When they go up into Green Bay and Lambeau, because the weather conditions are going to be lousy. So if they pull this one out, um, especially with the weather conditions, and they prove that they can play in these kind of conditions, um, then there's a real strong possibility of them winning out. Um, Carolina seems to be the bump in the road, but if they pull this one out, then yeah, then I'd be saying watch out because uh, this is what I want to see from the Lions. I want to see the Lions be able to not only be able to win in domes because they play half the season at home under a dome, but they need to be able to go out and play physical, play their physical game in any kind of element. Just go out there, do the job, get it done, no turnovers, um, control the time of possession, that sort of thing. It's going to be a low scoring affair. And they need to get the running game going, especially in these kind of conditions. Um, that's what they really need to do. And so we'll wait, just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. But anyway, well, that's about it. I just wanted to get this out, and we will talk to you next time.